Just a few short months, you'll be screaming on trimmers, floating down the lazy river and making new memories with your family. So let's review. When it looks like this, you can be dreaming about this with a Silverwood Season Pass. No pass? Season Pass!
Give the gift of summer with a 2024 Season Pass.
167 405 interchange, not looking so great right now either. I blame Nick really for a lot of this, because on that portion of the traffic map, there are no incidents I am tracking right now. North time drivers, this is rough too. Real quick look at your drive times, because folks, there's no more yellow or green for you this morning. 41 minutes Everett to Seattle, 27 minutes Everett to Renton, 68 minutes Tacoma to Seattle. It is very slow out there. It is very wet out there. I'll have a look at some other incidents I'm also tracking in just a few minutes.
What a Grinch. Okay.
All Nick's fault.
Well, going from that to Santa. Some holiday wishes from some kiddos in Tacoma. We'll check out what these adorable kids asked Santa to deliver to them on Christmas Eve.
And Jewish places of worship targeted by bomb threats. After the break, we'll tell you about the impact here in Western.
Need results? 2 words. Jesse Jones.
All right, here we go.
No problem can hide.
I was just about to throw it away, but I called you instead.
No question unanswered.
That's crazy. I'm a consumer. That makes me mad. Get the police to actually do something about this.
No stopping till the job's done.
How are we going to make sure this doesn't happen again? Time to write another bill.
It is time for another bill.
He's got your back with a track record to back it up. Jesse Jones, only on Kiro 7 News.
Kiro 7 News starting at 4 when you need to know.
When you need to stay plugged in and connected.
We've got you. Live breaking news so you know what's happening now.
We've got you.
Investigations and in-depth coverage so you get answers. We got you.
I also reached out to Governor Inslee's office.
Weather on the way so you can prepare. We've got you.
Bringing the day's biggest stories into focus so you know more. We've got you. Watch Kiro 7 News at 4, 5, and 6.
You know you're from Western Washington when a trip to the store becomes, how fast can I load my trunk in a downpour? Living here comes with unique weather challenges, but if you can avoid this, that's a good thing. I know our area, and that's how I can use the Kiro 7 Pinpoint Storm Tracker to deliver a forecast that's timed out for your location. Pierce County, Tacoma, Spanaway, you will see the rain first. I'll make sure you're weather ready. Kiro 7 Pinpoint Weather. Watch, stream, download.
I'm Nika Kazori, and I'm the real-time traffic reporter for Kiro 7 News in the morning. As soon as I see an issue out there, I want to let you guys know about it ASAP. I like to zoom into that area. I show the backups. I can show y'all alternate routes and different ways that you can avoid that big mess. I'm also helping you prepare by predicting traffic trouble for the rest of your day. Bad traffic and congestion is not the best way to start your day, but I'm not here to bring you the bad news. I want to help you find solutions around it.
When I see the system failing you, that gets me concerned. You shouldn't be kept in the dark because you have a right to know what's going on. Whenever I get pushback, that's when I know I need to dig deeper. I dig and ask the hard questions to shine a light on what's really happening. At the end of the day, it's my job to give you all of the information so you can decide for yourself. That's why I do this, and that's why Kiro 7 investigates.
If you hadn't covered it, they might still not be listening.
Really important to see the entire story.
$9,000 cash. $9,000 cash.
I'm Braseda Holgan at the Live Desk. More than 400 Jewish facilities across the U.S. have received bomb threats. The Anti-Defamation League believes one person or a small group of people are behind the threats because of the similarities in the email messages. The FBI says the threats were not deemed credible and is assisting local police departments in the investigations. Synagogues in California, Arizona, Connecticut, Colorado, and facilities right here in Washington received threats. The league says in the Puget Sound alone, 7 synagogues from Bellingham to Seattle and Tacoma received the threats. They also say the number of anti-Semitic incidents and crimes in the Pacific Northwest and across the U.S. have gone up significantly since October. They've recorded more than 2,000 incidents across the country. That's a 378% percentage increase compared to this time last year. At the Live Desk, I'm Braseda Holgan.
Thanks, Braseda. Let's take you back live to Iceland. Look at this video here of all of this lava. This is volcanoes erupting there, and it has been after weeks of intense seismic activity. They were expecting this, and now it's erupting. Lava bubbling right now near the town of Grindavik. It really looks like something out of a movie. Last night, spewing lava and smoke lit up the sky. My goodness, look at it here. This eruption occurred about 2 miles from the coastal town. More than 3,000 people live there. Officials say residents have been evacuated. Roads to the area are closed. They don't believe the lava will reach the town. You can see all the people leaving. The popular tourist attraction, the Blue Lagoon, which is not far away, is also closed. Officials are urging people to stay away because of the toxic gas.
Oh, that video is something else. It's 6:16 and the city of Seattle is facing a new lawsuit from a man who was shot inside the CHOP back in 2020. Robert West says 3 years later, he's still suffering from his injuries. The lawsuit says those injuries included traumatic brain injury, loss of an eye, and the removal of part of his skull. West was just 14 when he was shot 3 times. The lawsuit claims first responders ran away from West as he was fighting for his life. CHOP formed following the death of George Floyd, and while most protests within the zone were peaceful, the area saw 2 deadly shootings and widespread vandalism.
And going in depth, the city of Seattle already settled a major lawsuit awarding businesses disrupted by CHOP $3.6 million in February of this year. That amount also included $600,000 in a fine after government officials deleted 27,000 texts regarding the handling of CHOP. In June of 2021, the city also awarded the family of 19-year-old Lorenzo Anderson $500,000. The city has to pay that. Anderson was shot and killed inside the CHOP zone. Better scheduling could help fix the shortage in nurses. That's according to a study by Washington State University looking for solutions. High turnover is a complaint we have seen at several hospitals following the pandemic. Most recently, played a major part in the Providence nurses strike. Researchers found just a 1-hour increase in weekly hours reduced turnover by 2%. And then another 24% turnover drop for nurses who worked with the same people each week. Well, the use of artificial intelligence is becoming more common in the health insurance industry.
Yeah, but a new lawsuit argues it could be hurting patients more than it's helping. The lawsuit claims Humana used an AI model that wrongfully denied elderly and disabled people of medical coverage. Another lawsuit claimed United Healthcare used the same model. Records show about 90% of the denials were faulty.
6:18, a hiker is recovering at Harborview Medical Center in Seattle this morning for falling more than 1,000 feet down Mount Eleanor this weekend. Photo shows where it happened along the Olympic Peninsula. The 30-year-old had a hiking partner who called for help. Would-be search and rescue found him 1,200 feet down a ravine. He was treated for hypothermia and a broken arm.
Well, there's nothing cuter than a crying baby with Santa, right? Take a look at these adorable little ones and older ones too, getting their picture taken with jolly old Saint Nick. This is at the Tacoma Mall yesterday. And check out this family. They came dressed up in their pajamas for some Christmas photos. Our Kiro 7 photojournalist Peter Ferrerix caught up with several kids after they got their one-on-one with Chris Kringle himself.
What do you think of Santa here?
Good.
What do you think of Santa?
I asked for a drill.
What kind of doll?
Any doll.
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho.
Well, you can book your Santa photo experience at the Tacoma Mall now until Christmas Eve. Reservations are encouraged, but walk-ups are also welcome.
Oh, that is so cute. I love the kid shooting for the stars. He's like, I want a drone. Yeah.
And you know, I hate to be the Grinch, but you have to be 16 years old
you do?
to legally
really?
fly a drone. I am so sorry. Hey, you might be
Kevin
16 for all I know, right?
Maybe they make
Hey,
like fake kid ones now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kevin with the facts.
Ruined everything.
I'm
You
sorry.
could get these little handheld ones that
Let
you
me
can
just turn
play
around.
with.
I can't even look at you guys. I feel
Get back
so
to the
bad.
traffic center,
yeah, let me
Kevin.
get out of here.
Hey, speaking of traffic, you've been watching the passes?
Yes.
Take a look at White Path. Oh. We have kind of a mix of some snow and some moisture coming down. Any rain that falls up there right now, including Stevens, including Snoqualmie, I just would be worried about a little bit of freezing rain, just because that's liquid precipitation. Falls on something at or below freezing and turns to ice, but it does look like it's more like snow, wet snow at the moment. Same thing over Snoqualmie, and we're just now getting a little moisture to push into Stevens. If you look here, rain for Olympia, Tacoma, and Seattle. This is what you will see for the morning commute. It is going to push into Everett. You might catch a bit of a lull in Olympia soon because you can see a little one around, say, the Grand Mound area, but rain just continues to push north around, let's see, the Pacific area, Sammamish, into Vashon Island. This is where it's been more consistently raining for the past little while. But yes, some snow, maybe a little mix over Snoqualmie Pass. If you're driving over and you see rain for the first part of the day, know that it might be a little slick. And if you look ahead, this is now through, say, about lunchtime, you will see 7 to noon, more of that is going to fall in the passes. The snow level is going to come up, so it's not going to be snow there all day. At lunchtime, still raining from Olympia through Everett, and then by 2:30, a lot of that is north of us. And then by, say, 5, it's mainly over the north interior. So we are going to find drier conditions later today. About 48 in Bremerton and about 51 for Seattle, 53 for Olympia, 52 for Tacoma. It's rain for the first part of the day, and then we'll see areas of showers for the second drying out. And I have to walk off camera here for a second because for some reason it skipped one graphic that I want to show. This is a very important graphic, so I'm going to do it myself.
Ooh,
check out this pet walk graphic. We have beautiful pups. If it will advance for me, there we go. Sparky and Izzy from Seebeck, and they matter because I met their owner this weekend, Marcia, at Snowflake Lane in Bellevue, and she was really, really nice. So thank you for being so kind to me. And go to Kiro7.com/petwalk, and you can upload those photos. Now check this out. Beyond here, we're going to see drier conditions tomorrow and Thursday, with another round of rain Friday and snow in the mountains. But look, this weekend looks drier with only a few showers possible on Christmas Day. All right, Kevin, it is coming up on 623, and I see a lot of lights.
Incident after incident. And you know what an interstate is that I usually don't track too many incidents on the morning commute? I-90. This is in the Bellevue area. What you will not see right here is a disabled car, but you just saw all those washed out incident trucks and WSP as well. This disabled car, it's not on the shoulder. It is blocking the HOV lane. You want to really be careful about this because this is I-90 westbound for a lot of folks who might be trying to get to the downtown Bellevue or downtown Seattle area. This is a disabled car that was actually just north of a collision. There was double trouble here, and you could just see how much congestion it has caused. And if you take a bigger look at South Kent County, 167, I-5 northbound, just north of Federal Way, very, very slow for you this morning. I would recommend, just because it's so slow anyway, just take 161 and 99 if you can. And if you aren't going to do that, you're going to be in for a very slow commute this morning. Also, 167, 405 interchange, looking slow as well. I-5 just north of Georgetown, northbound specifically, it is slow out there. Just look at these drive times, all red for the rest of the morning. 48 minutes over to Seattle, 32 minutes over to Renton, 71 minutes Tacoma to Seattle. I'll give you a closer look because 48 minutes in the North Sound already. We'll talk about it coming up.
Yeah, that's jumping up. Okay, Kevin. 623, a fire ripped through a century-old building in Bellingham, leaving it in ruins. And that's not the worst of it. This morning, the community fears a local business owner didn't make it out.
And thousands of pounds of frozen chicken bites on the recall list. What to watch out for and why the Fed's saying not to.
You know, when I hear about people being wrong, it is my job to be your advocate. You deserve to be heard, and we're in a unique position to make sure that happens. That's why I do this, and that's why Kiro 7 investigates.
Need results? 2 words. Jesse Jones.
All right, here we go.
No problem can hide.
I was just about to throw it away, but I called you instead.
No question unanswered.
That's crazy. I'm a consumer. That makes me mad. Get the police to actually do something about this.
No stopping till the job's done.
How are we going to make sure this doesn't happen again? Time to write another bill.
It is time for another bill.
He's got your back with a track record to back it up. Jesse Jones, only on Kiro 7 News.
Kiro 7 News starting at 4 when you need to know.
When you need to stay plugged in and connected.
We've got you. Live breaking news so you know what's happening now.
We've got you.
Investigations and in-depth coverage so you get answers. We got you.
I also reached out to Governor Inslee's office.
Weather on the way so you can prepare. We've got you.
Bringing the day's biggest stories into focus so you know more. We've got you. Watch Kiro 7 News at 4, 5, and 6.
You know you're from Western Washington when a trip to the store becomes, how fast can I load my trunk in a downpour? Living here